guys, this is Austin with the recap. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the BCS and what they should do if there's 4 undefeated college football teams at the end of the season. Those teams being the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, the Kansas State Wildcats, the Oregon Ducks, and the Alabama Crimson Tide. I know in my last video I said I was going to talk about the NBA divisional winners and playoff picks, but I'm going to put that on hold until Thursday because I feel like the college football thing is far more important. So I'm going to start with my prediction for the Monday Night Football game tomorrow in the NFL. It's the Chicago Bears against the Detroit Lions. I think the Bears are going to get it done. The Bears are just a better team than the Lions right now. I know it's a division game, so Chicago's going to be fighting, Detroit's going to be fighting, but I don't think Detroit can get it done. I know they have offensive firepower. I know they can throw the ball deep to Calvin Johnson, but the Bears have a great defense this year. I mean, great defense. They're only allowing 14.2 points per game, and Chicago's also scoring 29.8 points per game, and Detroit's only scoring 25 points per game. So I don't think Detroit will be able to get it done. It's in Chicago at Soldier Field. So my final pick is the Bears 30, the Lions 23. Now I'm going to go on to my breakout player. This is actually going to surprise some people. It's a backup quarterback in the NFL, and it's Nick Foles of the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, this pick is based on Michael Vick's poor performance rather than what Nick Foles has done. Michael Vick has been terrible this season. Absolutely terrible. He's definitely on the decline. He's not the same player he was in Atlanta. He's not even the same player he was 2 years ago. He has 8 interceptions. He only has 8 touchdown passes and 1 rushing touchdown. And along with the 8 interceptions, he has 5 fumbles lost. But he has 9 total fumbles, which is horrendous. Andy Reid, you gotta put Nick Foles in. Nick Foles will step up and play great. Michael Vick is not playing well, and if you keep starting him, Andy Reid, Michael Vick will lose you your job. So now I'm going to go on to my main topic, the BCS, and the elephant in the room is, what should the BCS do if there's 4 undefeated teams at the end of the season? So, my opinion is that Alabama and Oregon should play for the national championship. But before I talk about why they should play for the national championship, I'm going to talk about why Kansas State and Notre Dame should not play for the national championship. Kansas State is actually surprisingly very balanced. They're 10th in scoring at 42.9 points per game, and they're actually 14th in points allowed at 16.1 points per game. So they're getting it done on offense and defense. Along with that, they may very well have the Heisman winner in Colin Klein. Colin Klein has looked great, and against West Virginia, he had 7 total touchdowns. He torched West Virginia in West Virginia. West Virginia was supposed to go to the national championship. They were a national championship pick, and now they're not going anywhere. The only thing that worries me about Kansas State is they only have 2 marquee victories against Oklahoma and against West Virginia, and also I don't think their brand is big enough. I know the BCS is probably not going to consider brand, but I think in this situation they might, because Kansas State is not a gigantic school. I think some people would write them off against an Alabama or an Oregon saying, oh, Alabama's way better. Oh, Oregon's way better. I'm not going to watch this game. Kansas State's going to get blown out. I think that could keep people from watching it, so that's part of the reason I don't think Kansas State is going to go to the national championship game. Now on to why the Notre Dame Fighting Irish will not go to the national championship game. Notre Dame has a great defense. I like to start by saying that. Great defense. They're 2nd in points allowed, only allowing 10.4 points per game. But they're winning ugly! They're winning so ugly. They're only scoring like 20 points a game. They scored more than 20 points twice! Twice! And they're the number 5 team in the country. You can't be scoring 20 points per game and go to the national championship. You'll get run over. Run over. The other thing with Notre Dame is they haven't really played a big game yet. They still have to play Oklahoma and they still have to play USC, which if they win those games, those will be marquee wins. However, those would be it because their other ones are against Stanford and Did they really win against Stanford? Who knows? Did Stephon Taylor get into the end zone? They beat Michigan State and Michigan, who are extremely overrated this year. So those are their only wins. Those are their only big wins. So I don't think Notre Dame will be able to get into the national championship. However, Notre Dame football is back, and they will be going to a BCS Bowl, just not the national championship. Now on to the Oregon Ducks. I have the Oregon Ducks in the national championship. The Oregon Ducks are extremely talented this year. Extremely talented. Along with a great offense, people don't realize they have a sneaky good defense. They're 28th in points allowed, only allowing 20.1 points per game, which I think surprises a lot of people, because when they think of Oregon, they think of offense, 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 go, 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 go. And while they are doing that, they're second in the country in points at 51 points per game, and they're blowing teams out. They're winning on average of 30.8 points per game. So they're just completely routing teams. They haven't had to play a close game, and I don't think they're going to lose this year. The only games they have to watch out for, they have to watch out for USC for the second time. I think they'll play USC again in the Pac-12 championship. And they also have to watch out for Oregon State, who for some reason is 7-0, or actually 6-0. I don't know why they're so good this year, but they are. They're the number 7 team in the country, and Oregon's going to play them in the last game of the year in the Civil War, and Oregon State might be undefeated, Oregon might be undefeated, and Oregon's going to pull it out. Plain and simple. Oregon's going to pull it out, and they're going to beat USC and the Pac-12 championship for the second time. Now on to why I think Alabama should go to the national championship. Plain and simple, they're the best team in college football right now. They are dominating teams right now. Just completely dominating. Now when people say they blew out Michigan, which they did, 41-14, Michigan should be happy about that game. That's the most points that's been scored on Alabama. 14! Are you kidding me? 14 points is the most? They're only allowing 8.3 points per game. And can you imagine the number 2 offense in Oregon versus the number 1 defense in Alabama? Woo! That would be a fantastic game. I would love to watch that. And Alabama can score too. They're averaging 41 points, which is actually 14th in the nation, which also might surprise some people. A.J. McCarron still has not thrown a pick. Heisman, maybe? Dark horse? Who knows? Because he's been playing fairly well, except he's in the SEC, and the SEC doesn't dominate the Heisman. But he has been playing well. They have the best defense in the country, and their coach just knows how to get it done. When they have time to prepare for games, they get the job done. So I don't think Florida will beat them in the SEC championship. However, before they get to the SEC championship, they have 2 games to worry about. They have to worry about Mississippi State at home and LSU on the road. They could lose those games, but if they can get by those games, I think they will go undefeated, and I think they'll be beating those Oregon Ducks in the national championship. Now on to my Gold Star Award for the week. Matt Barkley and Austin Rehkow. What? 2 gold stars? I know. I'm excited too. So I'm going to start with Austin Rehkow. He's actually a high schooler, and he's from Spokane, Washington. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but he kicked a 67-yard field goal to send his team into overtime. You heard me right. 67 yards! That's insane. And he's a high schooler. And the crazy part about it is he has no Division I scholarships. He has a partial scholarship from Eastern Washington, but no Division I scholarships. And I know there's a lot of teams that could use him, like Boise State, because they always miss big kicks. Texas could use him too. Washington could use him. This guy needs to go D1 if he's kicking 67-yard field goals in pressure situations. Very good. Now I'm also going to give the gold star to Matt Barkley. He was 19 of 20 for 6 touchdowns and 298 yards in 2.5 quarters versus Colorado. Now I know Colorado's a sorry team, but he completed 95% of his passes. Matt Barkley was torching Colorado. on Saturday in the USC-Colorado college football game, just completely torching them. Matt Barkley played great, and to make things even better, he set the Pac-12 college football passing touchdowns in a career. He's 102 passing touchdowns in a career now. He also has a USC record. He beat out Matt Leinart, who had 99 passing touchdowns. So way to go, Matt Barkley. His draft stock might be going up a little bit now. His Heisman hopes might be going up a little bit now. You just never know. Don't count USC out ever. Now on to my Dunce Award for the week. The West Virginia defense. They are complete trash. They single-handedly lose games for West Virginia. Over the past 2 games, West Virginia has been outscored 104-28. 2 weeks ago, West Virginia was a national championship contender. Now they will not even be going to a BCS bowl. West Virginia's defense is just horrendous. In the Big 12, they're allowing 53 points per game. I don't even know what to say other than that. They need to hit the panic button. Alright guys, thanks for watching. That's the end of this video. Like my Facebook page, subscribe to my videos. This was Austin with the recap.